Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So I had some free time before I was supposed to go to work, and I thought, let's just hop on and do a quick message. I've been getting the call to do readings again lately. I've been picking up on some stories, and yeah, so try and find that into the routine. But for now, Spirit, got so many insights I want to share. Let's not focus on those yet. Let's just say, what does the collective need to know today to have a wicked awesome day? Okay, so that one wants to come out. So we got the Nine of Swords in reverse with the polar bears. Just 3. 2. We've got the Five of Pentacles with the owl. So the intention was, how can you have a good day today? What can you focus on today? And then to end it up, we have the Star. And I forgot to say what we're using actually. So we have the Guardians of the Night Tarot and Dragon Oracle. So we pulled 3 of the night ones. So over there, we've got Nine of Swords in reverse. We've got Five of Pentacles. And then to come out, we have the Star. So let's start off. Nine of Swords. Usually it's about someone who's just almost at their wit's end. That they cannot, there's nothing they can do. It's almost like there's so much chaos and buffoonery and fuckery all around them. And there's literally nothing you can do, right? If you go out and be an active participant, you're just gonna contribute to the chaos. So there's literally nothing you can do but just like sit there, remove your energy, like contain it to yourself and just self-focus, self-regulate, just focus on you. Because when you're looking right here, everything's fine, everything's safe and sound. But it's always like that, looking over the shoulder. When's the next thing gonna come? When's the next shoe gonna drop? And for the Nine of Swords, the very last one is Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like a burden that you cannot come back from. Like it's like a complete death of a situation. So I am gonna say that this is a little bit more of a serious situation. That this is something that's been taking someone's mental capacity for too long. It affects their sleep, it affects the way they think and interact with others outside of themselves. And the main thing with that is the thing outside of themselves is how they interact when it comes to money. Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is about being in lack and scarcity. So I said that this was a bad situation where it's almost like if I close my eyes and it doesn't exist, it will go away. It won't. Whatever this is it's real. And it seems to be taking up a lot of time and mental energy, as it said. So we see this stump here, right? The owl sitting here on the stump. It's almost as if when it was a tree, that moment when that tree got cut down kind of was a tower moment. It was something that wasn't just light and, ignore it, it will go away. As this said, when it comes to swords, this is something to do with the mind, and the pentacles has more to do with earthly resources, which has to do with, I always see like safety and survival. So if you don't feel safe and secure, I feel like somebody kind of came, they thought, and so that's where this Star card's gonna come in. Right, this mama bear is looking out for their baby. There is someone who seems to be around in the vicinity that just kind of keeps like attacking. They are looking out for this Ten of Swords moment from coming. They're like, how can I protect my den, my everything? That's why they're not sleeping, because there is this energy outside of them that does want to see a complete 10. I feel like some people's egos are just so full of themselves. Like, how could you get joy from seeing someone else suffer? And if you are the type of person that like someone gets in trouble and you're just like, like you're a shitty individual through and through. And I don't get that much of the collective here would be doing that, because if you're a spiritual person, Well, that's such a vague, loose term. But I find that if you are on the path of like self-improvement, self-development, you're not comparing yourself to others, right? They are who they are. You're just going to allow them to be who they are. And so if something or conflict kind of happens, you're just like, whatever, like let people grow and be who they are. But what I get from this one is like, they don't have the mental capacity to do that back to you. They don't have that inner journey. They may talk like they are this educated, self-improved something, and maybe they are. But emotionally, emotional intelligence is at a subpar. And yeah, we're not playing golf. And so, what do I see? I see someone actually wanting to destroy your roots. Right? In this tree, it was supposed to uproot you. It was supposed to make you so uncomfortable and put you in that 10 of Pentacles. But because you kind of remove your energy and you still go within and keep doing that self-reflection, I'm sensing sadness. I'm sensing jealousy. I'm sensing anger and resentment. I don't know what the hell the emotions are, right? Because emotions are so weird. We think that we'll act one way, but when we don't do our unconscious stuff, like other things pop up. And so when we lean into it and we listen to what that's teaching us, then we can like reverse engineer it and kind of figure out what that is. But in this case, I don't get that the people think that way. And so they wanted to uproot you. They wanted you to like dead a situation. They wanted to see a 5 of Pentacles kind of moment. And so that's why I see this one is like really worried at nighttime, and it's like thinking like, did I make the right choice? Am I making good choices? Am I this? Am I this? But it's in reverse. And so that's when I see them being like, you know what? There's nothing else I can do in this situation other than hold space for myself and my family and my hopes and dreams. So yes, they did have like a little bit of scarcity, a little bit of something, maybe not be as supportive as they had hoped, but there's this shining star moment coming. So when I see someone wanted your roots, because you are a star, no one could ever take your foundation and your roots. Like you belong where you belong. And so all they did was just cut the trunk. And to them, maybe it seems like success, victory, something. But here you are coming out after with this like superstar moment. So let's just kind of see what the transition here is. You remove yourself. You did go through something. This something was not fair. It had something to do with safety and survival. It was like making you feel like, especially 5 of Pentacles is usually when they're walking by a church and they're outside in the middle of winter. Someone wanted you to be left out in the cold. But do you want to know what? The star card is anything but cold. I'm seeing like maybe supernova. I'm almost seeing like the blue, like, you know how like, what am I trying to say? I'm seeing, what are they showing me? Almost like infrared or like the blue. They're showing me Sirius. Sirius A, Sirius B, and the dwarf star. And they're showing cold. Like cold fusion or something like that. I don't know how this fits into this. They're saying it has to do with the star card. And it is like this transformation of going from lack, from the 5 of Pentacles, from going from lack to abundant. It's this like fusing moment. I see both, like, right? Some stars are like warm, some are like I'm seeing like, we're just gonna go fire and ice, hot and cold type energy. But I see them kind of like more so on the cold aspect or the, oh man, I kind of want to like pause this and like go do some research and then come back and be like facts. But I guess that's always, whenever I get to these moments, I'm like, Spirit's like, if they really wanted to go look, if the message resonated, then they'll go search for it. So I'm like, okay. But obviously I'm going to search after because I feel like there's more to this, because I keep seeing it almost looks like, it looks like Neptune as like the planet, but it's a star. And I feel like it's like Sirius B or something like that they keep showing. But anyways, That's what I'm seeing, is like balancing these two complete opposites or something, and I'm seeing it like fuse. And from that moment, you're both. It's like the yin yang energy, how you have lack, but then they're saying that within this, there's something to do with this trunk, right? They wanted you to be uprooted, but for some reason the roots stayed. And in that, that's where there's a lesson, or there's a blessing, or there's something to do with your stardom. Because like you've learned protection, or you've learned, I'm seeing protection mostly come through. I see like somebody kind of comes, throws something at you, and into every single other tree, it huffed it puffed and it blew it down, right? Like this big bad wolf uprooted everything. But it's almost like this is like the third little pig situation, where they got smarter, they got brighter, they got there's a song coming through. Oh, it's Taylor Swift. Look what you made me do. I got smarter, I got wiser in the nick of time, is what's coming through. In the nick of time. I got smarter, I got wiser. I do feel like whatever this is, you know how like even like a new tree can kind of like grow from this? Whatever this is like people almost like on a quick glance, it's like we got them. But underneath the surface, the roots are still linked up to the rest of the ecosystem, to the rest of the trees, and they're still communicating, and they're still part of the whole. And so that's where the stardom comes from. I almost see like someone come in, try to like, I'm hearing Kesha's It's Going Down, I'm Yelling Timber. Like someone wanted you to go down, and it's weird because it's like sources or connections outside of you that you don't know are part of you in your community, that they're the ones sending like support and like all these extra resources just to kind of like help you in that moment of like, because I feel like, you know, when you have a cut, you kind of like everything's sent to that area to heal at that moment. So like with this tree getting cut down, that's what I saw. I saw like all the water, and it's like now I see others that you don't think that have your back sending you support and resources because they see your stardom, and they're actually quite amazed and at how you stayed grounded and rooted in all this. Because now with others supporting and giving everything to you, this tree can grow. And because this tree can grow, that's when I see the little sprouts are going to come. And it's almost like Groot. You know how like he starts off as the tree and then they like kill him, and then he like, starts off as the twig, and it's just like these different phases. And so I do see some people looking at you thinking they see like the sprout phase, being like, oh, like they're no competition, they're no whatever. But your main I'm seeing soul family. So that's what it's saying. It's like whoever's in the immediate something around you, you can't trust. But on a soul level, that there are those who we've reincarnated with so many times, and like there's our soul family. It's just people that when you're around them, they feel like home. You've never met them in your life, but you know, right? It's like a thought, a feeling, a something. And I see that soul family around you, but you haven't really connected with them too much yet. But they see you, and they're holding space and sending you those good vibes while you're going through whatever that tower moment was. They saw the tower moment, but they weren't really part of the vicinity to be able to like, you know, and they're so impressed at how what should have destroyed or devastated you actually only just hindered you slightly. And all it did was just buy you time to really step into this star energy. So the main thing that like Spirit wants you to talk about, when I was like, oh, maybe like go search some things, like I'm seeing that star energy. It has something to do with like hot or cold fusion, and there's something to do with roots and ecosystem. it's almost like mushrooms, like the mycelium or whatever, and how they connect, and like how tree roots, there's something to do with like you energetically being grounded and how you connect to everyone. So on this planet, when I was kind of like learning about these things, it was like the best time to send out videos. And I was like, well, I don't care, because, you know, I'm not trying to only like gravitate to my local time zone. I'm going to do the whole world, and the whole world wakes up at different times. And so is there a good time to send out a video? I don't, because like on the other side of the world is not the same as here. And so that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing your soul family be in different places. They're all activated in these parts, and you are activated as well, holding space for them. But there's these lines and connections, and they're imaginary, but they're not fake. They're very much real. And so I see people kind of coming to like cut this tree down to uproot you and not really know that you're part of this vast network. And so I'm also hearing that that's a little bit of karma on their part. And because they were trying to take your security, it's almost like when you fuck with, I don't want to say chosen one just to like bump up people's egos, but those who have like, there are some people who have like a little bit more of a soul purpose, right? Some people are here just to like live and wake up and do the basic 9 to 5. Some people, their main mission in life is to receive. Some people, their main mission is to like break stereotypes and norms, right? We all have different things. And so whatever this one is I really feel like this is someone who's part of those who are like kind of energetically waking people up. And so to attack someone like that, that's why they were so grounded, because like they're grounded in the spirit world, and spirit ain't gonna let someone mess with this master plan that's unfolding. And so because of that, because of them kind of going with this, I'm seeing them try to cut through lines that it's almost like electricity, right? Like if you don't turn off, if your electricity, like you're gonna get major ass shock. And that's what they're gonna get. These people who try to uproot this one, they love having this person mentally not know what to do. They're just like, this is like when they see you not happy and you stressed, they feed off it. And that's a gross energy. And so because of that, right, that's what they thought, but there's this energetic line that they cut. And this energetic line is like going to give like blowback or feedback or something. And it's going to affect their pentacles. And pentacles is like money, earthly situations. So this will have to do with your basic necessities, security, survival, friendships, right? Your friends and things outside of you, your house, your home, food. Like, I don't know. It's like they wanted you not to feel connected, and in doing so, they're not going to have that connection because they don't have that deep spirit connection. They have I don't know what they have, because I don't know who these people are, and let's not give them too much energy, because the main thing that needs to be known is that you're connected to this network of your soul family, and they see you as a star, and you always were the star. They just, there's this times where things were kind of getting thrown at you when it was best just to leave the situation alone. But some people, well, their egos just can't let them, like they act so impulsively. I did pull some dragon cards. I never looked at them. I gotta get going, but let's just read them real quick. So we got Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. It says, brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. That's your soul family coming in. Then we have the Golden Atlantean Dragon. Helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. And this was in reverse. And it fell underneath the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like the only reason with this Golden Atlantis, as I said, there's past life. There's things that within you, you're here to bring this golden energy. What else is gold? Well, the star. And so it's like, there's just others who have seen the collapse and seen man be taken advantage of so much that it's like, that's part of their mission, their soul life, their something. So as that one said, wisdom of golden Atlantis, you don't quite have that yet, only because you felt like, right, you're kind of in this survival mode. I feel like someone tried to really take you for a loop in the 3D, and so you're kind of in this like recollecting yourself. But there's all this past life soul family holding space for you, and you have this energy. It's just like I see people holding space for you to finally get to rest and relax. I feel like so much energy has been thrown your way that it's like, it's the mind, the mental thing. And it's like, if your mind could just stop, if you could just have meditation or peace or whatever, like things would be fine. And so when people see you relaxed and happy, that's when they're like, we gotta throw more stuff at them. And so that's why I see soul family coming in and helping you. There's a huge lesson in all of this. You're gonna become such a powerful player after this. Awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. It's time to reclaim your mastery, it says. And then the last one to come out underneath the star is the golden orange dragon. Expands your light for ascension. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. And so, help those in need. I feel like this is a person who, right, they're protecting the little cub here. They're a person that's always looking out for everyone else, but not them. If I got to do something right, I got to do it on my own. And so when this kind of Five of Pentacles moment comes, that's when I see them finally being open and vulnerable to ask help from the soul family, to help provide source and energy for the roots, to kind of just help empower that energy back to them, to bring that spark, that life, so they could step into their star energy. Because I feel like they have always been a star. They just, there are a little bit of challenges around them because they're not around soul family right now. The people around them seem to be a little bit jealous, or who knows? We're not tapping into their energy, but all I do know is it's a huge mistake on their part. And so just let them learn that mistake. Let them learn from their mistakes and grow from the lessons. And the main thing in this is like, I see you being like, this ain't fair. When's it gonna stop? And so when you surrender and you ask for help from the soul family, I see them coming in energetically. It may still look like you're doing things on the surface on your own, but no, you've got a huge ass spirit team. You got a soul family. You got everyone on your back. And then so I do see that, as it said, ascending. The tree has to grow back, right? The sprouts. And so I feel like once you kind of do that, you step back into that star energy, because you've been in fight and flight for so long. When you finally get to like embrace the stardom, it elevates you to a higher frequency. In that higher frequency, that's when I see soul family showing up physically in the 3D. And you won't have that mental, can I trust these people? I gotta stay protected all the time. You'll have Kuan Yin with the love that resets your karmic balance. This is soul love. This is happy love. This is people who knows your heart, because their heart also has the same purpose and mission, and they're not going to let outside distractions and petty things stop the collective growth of all. So with that, we'll leave it there. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.